Okay, so now let's take a look at number 9. Okay, so we're going to solve this one right here. And so the first thing you have to do is divide both sides by 4. Okay, and when you do that, you're going to be left with absolute value of, oh my goodness, this is so horrible. 1 over 3x plus 2, and that is equal to or greater than 5. Now we're going to split this into two separate cases. So I'm going to have 1 over 3x plus 2 is equal to or greater than 5. And because the absolute value is greater than a number, this is an OR inequality, okay? So OR 1 over 3x plus 2, and then switch this. And then the 5 has to turn into a negative 5, okay? So there you go. From here is self-explanatory. Subtract the 2. So 1 over 3x equal to or greater than 3. Now, if you have 1 over 3x, what do? You got to multiply 3 to both sides, right? So then you're going to be left with x is equal to or greater than 9, or, now let's do the other side. Same thing, you subtract the 2, and so you'll be left with 1 over 3x equal to or less than negative 7. Again, in order to get rid of the 1 over 3, you got to multiply both sides by 3, okay? So x is now equal to or less than negative 7 times 3 is negative 21. I hope you understand that part, okay? It's kind of important because it's the same as x divided by 3, right? So if you have division, you got to multiply both sides by 3. Anyway, let's graph it. This is negative 21. This is 9. Because of the line at the bottom, we have to fill it in. X is equal to or greater than 9. X is equal to or less than negative 21. So you go to the left. So your answer is over here. Because this is an OR, you don't have to overlap. Whatever the graph goes through, that's the whole thing is the answer, okay? So finally, number 10, the last one for today, but there's 10 more questions and hopefully I can do it tomorrow. We'll see. All right? So this is solving systems using elimination. So, first we start with the times table. I write the x, 2 and 3. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, dot, dot, dot. 3 times table, 3, 6, 9, 12, dot, dot, dot. And then we have to do the y's. And the y, we have 3 and 7. So neglect the symbols, just work on the numbers. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, dot, 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 7, 14, 21, dot, dot, dot. And so let's see. What is our lowest common multiple here? This one is a 6. And over here we see a, did I skip something? Oh, I didn't skip, but I had to go further over here. 15, 18, 21, dot, dot, dot. So our LCM is 21 over here. Now, what this means is if you want to eliminate the y, you see this 3 over here has to turn into a 21. So what do you have to do? Multiply by 7, right? Or you can just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you see this 7 has to turn into a 21, which means you got to multiply by 3, right? Or you can count 1, 2, 3. Same thing if you want to eliminate the x, you see this 2, it has to turn into a 6, so you got to multiply by 3 to get that, right? And you see this 3, it has to turn into a 6, so you got to multiply by 2. You can pick whatever you want, but I just like to use smaller numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and choose to eliminate the x and not the y. So I just cross it out. Okay, so now from here, I know that I have to multiply everything on top by 3 and everything at the bottom by 2. But we're missing one last step, which is what? We cannot have same symbol. So we're trying to eliminate the x, and I see that both of them are positive. So one of them has to be negative. It doesn't matter which one, I'm just going to pick the top one. So I'm going to multiply by negative 3 on top. Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead and do it right now. 2x times negative 3 is negative 6x. Negative 3y times negative 3 is positive 9y. 7 times negative 3 is negative 21. Over here, we have to multiply everything by 2. So 3x times 2 is positive 6x. Negative 7y plus 2 is negative 14y. And then 23 times 2 is 46. Now we have to add top and bottom. So 9 minus 14 is negative 5y. And negative 21 plus 46 is 25, right? Almost done. Divide both sides by negative 5. Y equals negative 5, right? So now we gotta find x, so we just have to plug it in, right? Pick an equation. I like the top one better. Smaller numbers is always easier. So 2x minus 3y equals 7. I just wrote down the equation, right? But instead of the y, I'm going to plug in the negative 5. So there you go. 2x minus 3 times negative times negative 5 is not writing well. Is 7. So negative 3 times negative 5 is positive 15. 2x plus 15 equals 7. So from here, subtract the 15. So 2x equals negative 8. Divide both sides by 2. And x equals negative 4. Don't forget to write your answer in parentheses like this. Negative 4, comma, negative 5. Okay? So that's it, you guys. I did 10 questions with you today. And hopefully I'll do the next 10 questions soon, okay? All right, so happy learning.